going to talk about how to carve a turkey. It isn't that hard, you just have to sort of do it in order. So basically what you got here to show you is obviously the wing, the leg, the thigh below that, and this is the breast here. So here's how we're going to do it. You're going to have to come over here with us. And this is a part of the turkey not anatomically named. It's called the thermometer. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is take off the wing, and you want to cut off, it kind of goes like this, okay? So you want to kind of cut into that and see how it just falls right away. And then you're looking for the joint, and there it is, and off it comes. Okay, so you got a nice wing. Put that right there. Take the other one, again, it's sort of like this, right? And just kind of cut that. And it pulls right away, and see the joint there? And let's cut through the joint. And away she comes. Whoa, stand up. Alright, next we're going to take off the legs and thighs. Now these are really large. This is a 20-pound turkey, and sometimes I'll carve these, and so we'll get to that in a minute, but that's not hard to figure out. Okay, so that comes right off. Actually, you know what? Let's separate the leg and the thigh. So that's going to separate kind of like this. You're going to cut the meaty parts on the side so it can move. And then you're going to find the joint. See the joint right there? Separate the joint. And away she goes. That's a nice looking leg. And that thigh is so large that I'm actually going to cut it in half. Okay? Is that beautiful or what?
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Alright, now take off the other leg and thigh. They come off very easily. Of course, if you've deep fried the turkey, everything is very moist because the heat of the oil sears the skin very quickly and seals in the moistness. So we're going to move this, find the joint right there. A little harder, that one. Sort of working over top of the thing here. Okay. There you go. Okay. Away she goes. Carve that one in half a little bit. Ooh, this is hot. Now I always tell myself every year I'm going to let it sit for 20 minutes and cool.
Yeah.
But I never end up doing it. So that's a big dark meat. But the part that seems to be of interest to everybody is how do you do the white meat. Okay, this is basically what you do. You take a smaller knife, which is called a boning knife sometimes, and this thing is really hot, so I'm going to get a pair of tongs.
Pause.
Alright, so one thing that you have to know when you're carving a turkey is that these things are called pickers, these hands that come in, and you have to be careful not to cut them because they're actually not part of the meal.
No,
and that's the good part. And you kind of have to be friendly about it, you know, even though they are a pain in the neck. And you have to cut them nice little pieces and kind of put them aside that they can eat, or else they get very grumpy.
That's right.
Okay, so I'm holding it with some tongs because it's pretty hot. But the way to carve the white meat off the bone is, this is the center of the back. And you're going to see there's a backbone that kind of goes like this inside there. And what you want to do is take a short knife. You could do a bigger knife. But you want to take a short knife and basically work it off the backbone. So you're just going to kind of slide this knife down the backbone. Got to count my fingers when I'm done this. And you're going to work this whole breast right off the backbone. So it's going to come off in one big nice piece. Okay, so I'm working it down. And the whole thing's going to fall off. I'm going to hold it here. This would be easier if I let it cool, but I didn't. And so there's the whole breast Just fell off in one nice big piece, and now I'm going to take the other side. Let's turn that over. That's the turkey breast there. And now we're going to do the other side. Okay. Okay, and I'm going to work that off the backbone. Right down the side of the backbone. So I can just slice it right off the backbone. See how it's just falling right down off the backbone? You kind of have to let the knife travel right over that. And there it's going to just about ready to come off. See this? You're just kind of working it. Right off the backbone. Right off. Okay. And it's off. Grab me that tray with the 2 legs. Thank you. See, the pickers have to earn their way a little bit. Okay, so there we go. Now, this is the part that, now that you've got it off, it's easy to kind of slice it in really beautiful slices. You do the whole Norman Rockwell thing where you try to like carve it off of here. You're going to get like halfway through and all of a sudden you can start running into the bone because it's concave. So what I like to do is take it off the bone and then you sharpen the knife real good before you do any of this. And this way you can get really good looking slices with the skin right on it. Kind of give it a little bias cut there. And you can shut it off. I'll show you how beautiful this presents. So you basically, now that you got it all, actually could slice this little bit here. Maybe even that little bit there. Okay, so now you just take the big knife, ride it down there, take that fork out of there.
That's the best one, yeah.
Beautiful, right? All nicely sliced and very moist. And do the other one, we'll be done. I like to push it over a little bit so it presents a little better. And then just pick the whole thing up, transfer it in one nice thing, and I'm going to arrange the skin a little bit. It's a beauty.